What is up and welcome back everyone. Today is another day working on the Forester. Well, just a little bit. As I mentioned last video, and kind of the reason why we've been working on a lot for the Forester, is we're going on another winter expedition. This time it's a camping trip. It's more than a just one day little overland thing. So that's why we actually built that diesel heater for the rooftop tent. And today we're going to be kind of putting our final piece on. So as a lot of you guys know, if you watched a lot of my overland and off-road stuff, I use this Bofang radio for my communications with my team members. So this kind of thing sitting in the weird spot in the corner, I put it on the side of my console, isn't the greatest position because I can't see it if I need to change channels or if I'm getting a bunch of static and we need to switch channels. It's just not the easiest thing to do. And I also run a deck on my dash over there. So I have my phone connected, but my phone is actually away in my glove box and not really easily accessible. When you're off-roading, it's kind of nice to be able to change the maps or whatever if I'm using Gala or something. So today, finally, after such a long time of not having any kind of mount for my phone or my radio, we're installing something. So I went all out. I did the Spencer suggested and went with Proclip stuff. So this stuff is not cheap, let me tell you. This stuff was like 150 Canadian dollars, but this is the stuff we're gonna need to mount all that solid. So kind of the things we're doing is we're doing a console mount. I'll show you exactly what it is in a little bit, but essentially this console mount goes on the side of the console. We have the Proclip angle mount, which goes on the side beside my deck, so that's where my phone's going, and then we actually have the iPhone holder itself. So all three of these we're going to be installing right now so we can finally go on our next winter expedition. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mount up our radio because this one actually requires a little bit of modifications. So I'm running the one with I'm running this clip on the back. So you can do this a couple ways. I didn't know of this till after I ordered this, but they actually make a thing where you can go kind of clip this in. But I thought originally I was just going to grab this piece and I'm gonna just put a little bit of rubber padding on the plate itself, and then when you clip this over top the actual plate, it will sit down, because actually when you put this down on this plate right now, it actually sits on there pretty well. So once I put some rubber on, it's not gonna move at all, even on the roughest conditions. So let's go ahead, I'm gonna actually just cut some rubber we used on the roof rack to seal it. We're gonna just place it all on here. I'm honestly gonna use hot glue it on there, and then we'll get to mounting this. Well, it isn't my best work, but there we go. So we have now the rubber on top of the actual mount itself, and if I put the actual radio on here, the radio doesn't slip and slide, so that's great. So now it's time to install it. So really all you do, remove this strip, make a little panel gap, slide it in, and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and do that. So first thing you do is you take this gap opener and you just jam it in kind of right there, I'm assuming, and then you're going to take your alcohol pad and wipe down the surface where this adhesive is going to make contact. So for me it looks like it's just this piece right here, and I keep my car pretty clean, but I bet you this is removing all like the arm roll and stuff, so that's probably what we're doing here. Wipe that all down, and then you essentially just take this little edge right here, you jam it in here, and then you pop this other edge down here, and it holds it in up against this kind of curved part. So I'm actually going to put it as low as possible, so way down here. So I am putting the panel gap thing here, and then I'm going to wipe way down here. And that's, I think, where it's going to go. Let's make sure the radio can sit there. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect radio mount. So let's go ahead and mount it up right here. And ta-da! It's literally as simple as that. And now we have a sweet little radio mount right there. Wow, that fits really well. I love that. Pull that out and you're good to go. And now that we got the radio all mounted up, so I actually slid it down as far as I can, and look at that. That's solid mounting. So this is where we're installing the second mount. This mount is the one that is going to hold my phone. And this mount is called the angle mount, and this actually comes in two pieces. It comes with this first little piece that goes right beside the radio spot, and then this one that kind of goes into the radio spot and also attaches to the dash itself with some double-sided tape. So what you do is you essentially install this guy, then you go ahead and install this one. So should be pretty easy, so let's go ahead and install it. Essentially what we're gonna do is we're opening up a gap on this side. And for me, I wanna put it as low as possible because the mount essentially goes upwards from that. So after figuring out, I pretty much have to stay in line with this because if this goes on here, we have about that much room between the actual base of the radio and into the climate control. We don't want to go that far because popping this off would be pretty much impossible if we do that. Whoa, it's making noises I don't like. And then essentially, we just toss this guy in this way. So you kind of just put it in that way. Some alcohol pads to clean the surface, get that armor all off, I guess, and all the nice cleaners, because that's where it's gonna stick. I'm gonna move my radio for now, and then let that dry as we remove this stupid, like, little, you know, if you've ever dealt with double-sided tape, you know how much of a pain this second layer is. Oh, there we go. And it makes a clipping noise, obviously, and then you can pull that out. And oh wow, that's really solid on there. Then it looks like you peel off this secondary adhesive layer, grab your screwdriver, line up the holes, and then all that's left is to screw it in. And then once you have your very solid mount on, like I'm crazy impressed how well this is, you take whatever mount you're using, so I'm going to be using the iPhone mount. So essentially you take this, you undo the center screw and mount this plate on here with your 4 provided screws. And then once you have your little mounting bracket on, you should be able to just take this and screw this right back on. And there you go, you have your mount all ready to go, and you can just drop your phone in like that. And if you're wondering what my view looked like from the driver's seat, got the radio down here and then got my phone up here, and that is really solid. So phone's not going anywhere. Radio might go somewhere if I hit a really big jump, but as I said, they make a much better clip for this where it actually like clips in, and I might have to grab that eventually. I also want to do an integrated radio in here where I can screw in a radio and then we would have it on, like, let's say our bumper or something. And there we go. So we have our Proclip mounts. We got our iPhone 12 mount and our radio mount. So those are really good, especially for, the main reason for that is for overlanding. So now I can actually see my radio, what frequency is on, and quickly change it if I have to. And then with my phone, not having it in my glove box, jumping around, and being able to actually go ahead and take it out when I need to take pictures is also a reason I went with that. Anyways, that was going to be today's super quick video. I just want to get another video out for you guys. As I said, we're going on another winter expedition very soon, overnight one, so we can use this awesome winter tent again and hopefully use my diesel heater. We are so close to getting that done, so hopefully use that and stay nice and cozy. I think we're supposed to get some snow, so I have a feeling we might get stuck. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe so you guys don't miss any of that. And as always, peace out and stay humble. All in the